America is once again standing at a critical crossroads, as tensions rise and global uncertainty deepens following a powerful and controversial statement by former President Donald Trump. His recent remarks have sparked intense debate across political circles, media outlets, and international observers, raising serious questions about whether the United States could be moving closer to another major conflict. The statement was brief yet strong enough to send shockwaves through Washington and beyond, leaving many Americans worried about what lies ahead for the country and the world. Donald Trump has always been known for his direct and often provocative style, and this time was no different. While addressing supporters, Trump warned that America is facing growing threats from multiple directions and suggested that current leadership has failed to maintain strength on the global stage. According to Trump, weakness invites aggression, and if the United States does not act decisively, it could soon find itself pulled into a new war. These words immediately grabbed attention because of Trump's history as a commander-in-chief who often emphasized military power, national pride, and an aggressive foreign policy stance. The timing of this statement is especially important. Global tensions are already high, with conflicts simmering in different regions, economic instability affecting major powers, and alliances being tested. Many analysts believe that Trump's comments are not random, but carefully calculated to resonate with voters who are concerned about America's safety and international standing. By framing the situation as a potential war threat, Trump positions himself as a strong leader who understands danger and is willing to confront it head-on. Supporters of Trump argue that his warning should be taken seriously. They believe that America's rivals have grown bolder in recent years due to what they see as weak leadership and unclear foreign policy decisions. From this perspective, Trump's statement is not about fear but about preparedness. They claim that acknowledging the risk of war is the first step toward preventing it, and that strong leadership is essential to deter enemies before conflicts escalate. On the other hand, critics see Trump's remarks as dangerous and irresponsible. They argue that talking openly about the possibility of war can increase fear and instability both at home and abroad. According to them, such statements may strain diplomatic relationships and send the wrong message to allies and adversaries alike. Critics also point out that America has already paid a heavy price for past wars and that citizens are exhausted by endless conflicts that drain resources and cost lives. The media reaction has been intense. News channels, social media platforms, and political commentators have been dissecting every word of Trump's statement, trying to understand its true meaning and potential impact. Some outlets describe it as a strategic move ahead of upcoming political battles, while others frame it as a genuine warning based on classified briefings or insider knowledge. Regardless of interpretation, the result is the same. The conversation about war has returned to the center of American political discourse. International reactions have also begun to emerge. Allies are watching closely, concerned about how such rhetoric might affect global stability. At the same time, rival nations may see this as an opportunity to test America's resolve or exploit internal divisions. History has shown that words from influential leaders can have far-reaching consequences, and Trump's global influence remains significant even outside the White House. Within the United States, public opinion appears deeply divided. Some Americans feel reassured by Trump's tough language, believing that strength prevents conflict. Others feel anxious, fearing that such statements could push the country closer to unnecessary confrontation. Families with military connections worry about the possibility of deployments, while economists warn that even the threat of war can shake markets and hurt everyday citizens. Another important aspect of this situation is how it ties into domestic politics. War and national security have always been powerful themes in American elections. Trump's statement may be aimed at reminding voters of his past leadership style and contrasting it with current policies. By emphasizing danger and urgency, he appeals to emotions that often influence political decisions more strongly than detailed policy discussions. Experts in foreign policy suggest that while the risk of war should never be ignored, it is also important To separate rhetoric from reality. Statements made during speeches or rallies do not always translate into immediate action. However, they acknowledge that repeated warnings from a former president cannot be dismissed entirely, especially given Trump's access to information during his time in office and his continued influence over a large segment of the population. As debates continue, one thing is clear: uncertainty is growing. Americans are once again asking difficult questions about their country's future role in the world, the cost of global leadership, and the balance between strength and diplomacy. Trump's statement has reopened old wounds and revived fears that many hoped were behind them. Whether this leads to real change or remains political rhetoric will depend on actions taken in the coming months by current leaders and future candidates. In times like these, information awareness and critical thinking become more important than ever. Citizens must stay informed, analyze multiple perspectives, and avoid reacting solely out of fear or anger. The possibility of war is a serious matter that affects not just governments but ordinary people whose lives can change overnight due to decisions made far above them. As the situation develops, the world will continue to watch America closely. The coming days may bring clarifications, new statements, or policy shifts that either ease tensions or intensify them further. Until then, uncertainty remains, and the debate sparked by Trump's words shows no sign of slowing down. If you want to stay updated on such important news and understand what is really happening behind the headlines, then please support our work and kindly subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update.